Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here on a Wednesday, WINS Day. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hope you had a nice night yesterday. I had a good day yesterday. Should have had a good day. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. Max Wagers winning free picks. But I added Bookie Blasters and picks and parlays in because I want to come in and gloat. Me and Tim, we had a nice day yesterday. Told you to take some Moneyline Dogs. So you know I'm going to come in here and be like, hey, new people, watch the show every day. Picks and parlays and Max and who's that? Bookie Blasters. Come on over to Max Wagers and win free picks. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. I'm going to toot the old horn a little bit because having a good little run. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. You want to give me a follow if you're on the Twitter universe. I'll have the free picks posted on there. Again, we just got a couple today for NBA, but all the records are out there. We'll jump into those in a second. We'll switch over the banners, the 7-day steals in there if you want to get on board. If you don't want to get on board, just get on board. $31. Show some support to the show until I make shirts and you can buy for $25. Whatever it'll cost when I roll out a little midday money shirt I'm working on. I emailed whatever. I messaged a buddy of mine on Instagram who does graphic designing. I'm trying to come up with a nice little design. So I don't know. Any graphic designers in the chat? Reach out.
I mean, Nick's pretty good with Photoshop. Talk to him.
Yeah.
He can probably figure out something for you.
All right. Yeah, I got to talk to him today. I got to do a free pick. All right, NBA 89-101 last year, 2-4 in the video. Of course, we didn't use our video picks yesterday. I was like, we go. I mean, I'm so annoyed. I did have the Thunder or the Pelicans here in the chat yesterday, and I took the Thunder and the points and Thunder outright for $3.95 yesterday. Anyway, 2-4 in the video, minus 230.
I wasn't the only one that did that yesterday. Good work.
Yeah, I had nothing in the video yesterday. I'm like, I'm not, I bet the one game. That was it. Hockey, I put out the hockey in the chat here. It won, right? Vegas, under, got there. Barely. I thought it was looking good and see it ended 6, but it was a winner, 3-0 in the video, plus 327 there. And you see last year's record's pretty good, 71-61 in the video. 1756, like NBA. Again, poorly in the NBA. But NBA, 4-0 out of the gate. Not too shabby. 4-0 plus 695. Pistons, Rockets today. Baseball, 209-208 plus 2910. Obviously, number 3 total money on the site. NFL 1919 in video. Not doing good in the video. But boy, oh boy, 66% on the season. Can't beat a 57-28 record. That's pretty good. College football, 31-23 in the video plus 765. But yet, on the sites, I'm hovering around a little under 52%, 74-70. Not making money there as of yet. But it is what it is. What can I do? Wilson. I don't know if Wilson's in the chat. Thank you later. You hear that? That's that poop noise. That's what you do, 1-1. Thank you later. 1-1 with your totals there, Wilson. So, did not get there. It's all right, Wilson. I'm going to have to tease you a little bit. If you win, we give credit where credit is due. I don't mind saying good job when people cash in the chat, say grab this, grab that. But we all take losers sometimes. Gotta grab them. Ryan, aloha from New Mexico, the land of enchantment. Welcome, Ryan. How are you? I know there's no water in New Mexico. Where's that water from? Where's that at? That's got to be like Hawaii or something. Is there water in New Mexico? What are they? Right. It's definitely no beaches there. Look for me in an oasis. I should have taken the Pelicans, like the Earl said, but I did take the Suns. There you go. Yeah, Pelicans. We were all over the Pelicans in that chat with the Mavericks. Right here as the show was ending, we're like, what are we doing here? The line's going up. Pelly's outright. You should have listened.
No Zion, no Ingram, no problem.
And that's, listen, that's good for like a day. You might be able to hit that for a day or so. That's not like all the time. Day of, sure. Everybody kind of steps up. It's an inflated line. The public, being the public, don't know their heads from their butts from their elbows. They don't know what to do. We'll get them in here today. Boy, I can't wait to see everybody got crushed today. How many people had the Clippers in a money line? Easy peasy parlay. Michael, good morning. NBA loves me 2-0 Pelicans in the Suns first half. There you go. NBA loves me. I'm 4-0 my NBA this year so far. 4-0. I should not.
You're doing well. Hey, me and you are running the NBA leaderboards. Let's do it.
I should have put out another game. And 695 will probably still have me in the top 5 by April by the time the playoffs roll around.
Yeah, 4-0, 695. I got 24 and 18 up 851. So we're good to go. We're running the leaderboards.
That's it. Take it, baby. Take it. Today I'm against you. The Hawks over against you. Got the Hawks -7. Let's see. Let me pull up the NBA here. All right, so you like a land over the Pistons here. That line's at 8 now. The Pistons are a team. I said in the free pick video, it's a team I thought would be improved this year. And out of the gate, again, what are we? A week and a half into the season, a week into the season, whatever it is, a week and a day. Again, as I say about NBA, I kind of look for a spot to bet on a team. And this is not just for NBA. This will be for college hoops when it starts up in 2 weeks. We're 13 days away from that, whatever that is. Maybe less. Teams that I think are, same with baseball, football, whatever the case may be. Teams I think are going to be good or how I think are going to perform, I'll tend to kind of bet them. So you'll see a lot of the same kind of teams early in the season. And the Pistons, I think, I don't know. I'm going to take the points here. We'll see what happens. One of us is going to win, Michael. One of us will win. Over the 219 to Portland. Might that line move like that there? They went from a favorite to a dog. I mean, I'm assuming, Portland being more guard heavy than, Miami, who played Toronto and Boston, more forward, big man, kind of dominated teams. I could go over to 219. That line's come down a bit too. T-Wolves first quarter -3 against San Antonio. Spurs have been feisty. 3-1. The tank does not look like it's in effect yet.
3-1. Oh, not to mention they don't let the score deceive you. They blew out Minnesota the other day. Ended up being a 9-point game or whatever it looked like. Don't let the numbers deceive you. That one was indeed a blowout. And ended up finishing a 9-point game. It's because Minnesota outscored San Antonio 35-12 in the fourth quarter when it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That was a 30-point game. Blowout.
Yeah. First quarter here, -3. I think it's a good play. Tim, you probably agree, right? I mean, you get smoked like that on the road, you're embarrassed to come home. Want to have a good first half, you'd probably want to play the 3 there.
I was looking at the Wolves, but I just don't trust them right now. They're a young team. I think they need more time to adapt. Later in the season, they're going to be a really good team. I think they need a little bit more time to figure out the Gobert and Cat duo.
I mean, I see the thinking here, first quarter, first half, like payback time. I understand. Nets money line and the points versus the Bucks. Is it true that KD said he'll want to get traded to Memphis in 23 days? Is that true, that rumor? Is that what he said on?
I haven't heard anything, but I'll go and look it up.
Look, I thought I saw somebody post something on Twitter about that. 23 days. Is that when he's available to get traded? Groovy, good morning. I think of Ajax Soccer. When you make that noise, Ajax Soccer, here we go. The pen is out. I'm going to have to do some to find out where I get these scores from. Ajax and Napoli. Soccer. Groovy. Where is our guy Ray Reddington to back up that? Or even Ashley. Where is everybody today? No one's even in here. Whatever. Hey, so lines came out for week 9. Where did I put my week 9 lines? I bet one game so far. Week 9. Oh, Anthony's here. Here we go. OSU, Rice, and Fresno in the tees. Well, I like Ohio State. I got them in the teaser myself. Rice Owls. I'm thinking about going to the Rice game. and Fresno. I like it. Thoughts on Cincy UCF? Yeah, interesting move on this one. The lines shuffled around a little bit. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
a
know why it
Cincy guy.
shuffled around?
Why is that?
Because
Who's that?
Central Florida got blown out last game. And Cincinnati won against a good SMU team.
And that talk about dominating. They were dominating that game. They were up SMU with no first downs until the last 2 drives of the game. To score too late there to push it. I guess I kind of lean UCF here.
I'm on UCF money line outright.
Right.
I think it's a pick 'em. I think it's a pick 'em, but I like UCF in that spot.
I wonder if that was on the. No, it wasn't on a game of the year. Funny, some of these games like Ole Miss. They were a 7-point dog. Now they're a 2.5-point fave. K-State was 3 over Oklahoma. Georgia 15. Michigan 9 over Michigan State. That's what 22.
21.5. Yeah.
Yeah. Ohio State 9. That's what 15. North Carolina's a pick. They're 3.
Some crazy line movements, but that's from the beginning of the year, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah, it's like when they come out with their game. I mean, but again, you could. I mean, listen. I'm all for betting. I bet a game next week already for Week 9 NFL. But some of these lines, it's interesting. Again, when you get them ahead of time, just to compare to see how the teams have performed and what the thought process was of these teams ahead of time. How about like Clemson -8 over Florida or over Miami, Florida in 2 weeks? Really? You want to bet Clemson -8 over Miami? What's that line going to be in Clemson? Could be 14 points.
14, 17, something in that nature.
How about Oklahoma 13 over Oklahoma State? Would you take that Oklahoma State plus 13 right now?
You're damn right. I would take the money line.
I mean, this is crazy. These are crazy numbers. What's another good one? Well, Bama -18 is not crazy there at home. Clemson 16 over South Carolina. A&M -13 over LSU. Who'd like to have LSU now plus 13?
Yep.
On the road.
Sign me up.
A lot of coin flip lines this week. All right, so let's look at a little Week 8 NFL. We'll jump in real fast here. Daily, hold on. Team Money comes in and says Central Florida is overrated. Not a Malzone fan. Daily Bet's good to see you. I like Washington State on the money line. There you go, Rob. We like some money line plays. See, I haven't done college basketball futures yet, Mike. I haven't really looked. I mean, I occasionally get involved with some futures. I think last year we gave out a few for the championship game. I'm more of I'll try to take a shot on something in a conference if I can find some good plus money.
I was about to say, you did a future show last year and gave out a conference winner for all of them.
Yeah, I'll
you
do
did pretty well on that.
Yeah, we had quite a few. We did all right. So maybe I'll have that next week. I got a little sidetracked. I got some stuff going on, so I got to get on that. Why is Ole Miss only favored by 2.5 against Texas A&M? See, I mean, should it be that much more? I mean, A&M still has a talent. I think it's more of, are they going to have a good game eventually? And you know me, I'm not all for hoping for stuff to happen, but that's why I think that line's a little low. I like Ole Miss. I kind of like Tennessee. I mean, who's that? Levi's? Is he still? He's a hit away from being banged, knocked out of a game. And again, if this game was last week, I'm taking Kentucky all day long here. It's tough. I mean, what is it? Double-digit line here with Tennessee? I don't have the line right in front of me. I think they have Georgia. Do they got Georgia on deck? I think
it's 12.5 or something, and they do have Georgia on deck.
And we're going to find out what kind of team this is. I know you want to bet this. It's Tennessee. You want to bet it. Sometimes I don't think you have to jump in a game like this. I think they win. I don't think Kentucky's going to stop them. It's tough. Kentucky can't throw. That's the problem. They give up points through the air. They'll give up chunks. I don't see that happening with Kentucky here. Say it's 27-13 or some kind of low scoring. I want to say under in this game, believe it or not. And good afternoon to you, Daly. Dayton. Yeah, Dayton's going to be good. We like Dayton. NBA game starts at Denver game. NBA game starts in Denver game, so Michael Porter always gets the ball first. Michael Porter first basket, plus 750. I mean, not gonna say no to a plus 750. Hopefully he scores the first basket. My Giants just keep cashing his dogs. They do. I don't know, but this is a tough spot for them this week, T-Money. Ole Miss win by 10. I like Ole Miss. Under Baltimore, Tampa. I'm going to say this is a tough one because Tampa looked terrible and Baltimore gives up points. Right? I mean, this line flipped. It was Tampa -3. We said take the Ravens on look at line show plus the 3. Now I think they were favored. I'll take them as a favorite. I mean, I'm not. I want to say over, but that's tough to do because Tampa's offense has not looked good all season, and Baltimore's banged up offensively. But again, you got Lamar back there; he could do it all. This team's really. They've blown what 3 double-digit leads. I mean, it should be 7-0. Kind of like the Steelers plus the points. Eagles off a bye week. I don't know. I kind of like the Eagles. I'm not a Philadelphia fan. We know this, but I think again, I had the Steelers last week. You see them kind of hang tough. People are gonna think, "Wow, they can play Philly. They'll be all right here. They could D up." I don't know, man. Extra week, short week. Sign me up on Philly. Philly plays defense, and you got a rookie quarterback. I'm not saying this is going to be Buffalo game all over again, but this is going to be 30-14. Lay it with Philly. Buenos tardes, Vatos. It's Vatos Locos forever, Eric. My top play Saturday, Colorado, Arizona State under the Colorado's bad. Yes. Kentucky going to lose by double digits. I think so, yes. 40. You think 48-27? You think it gets that high? Oh, yeah. I mean, Kentucky's scoring 27. I don't know. Kentucky's going to want to try to run the ball. They play a little defense. I'm thinking more like 27-10. Raider Saints over. Don't quite capable of making more picks. Not only that, both of these teams give up points. I did this with who did I do this show with yesterday? Ross Benjamin I'm talking about. I'm like, look at the scores here. Every game is like basically 30-26 with these two teams. It's ridiculous last few games. The Raiders can score, and the Saints score, believe it or not. I don't care that guys aren't playing. They still put points on the board. I'm shocked this isn't a 52. How's it 48? And I kill Vegas anytime. Like, oh man, these guys are. I'm not a big Vegas Raider fan. Definitely two bad coaches here. Not the the sharpest tools in the shed. These head coaches. But I mean, they're telling me this can't get to 50. Kentucky's going to get down so early, so it's going to be 27-13. 27-13 at the half. Hey, listen, if Tennessee starts rolling like that, so be it. Wow. I mean, maybe they take the brakes off in the second half, get ready for Georgia. I don't know. I know we're talking about some short lines here. Eric had brought up earlier. Yeah. I mean, we have, Jags line is what, 3? Who else is 3? Dolphins at 3. Pick them with the Saints. 1 with the Patriots. Titans are 3. I kind of like Houston there. Rams. Well, actually, Rams started as a 2.5 fave. We know that flipped. Seattle's a short number. Bengals are up to 3 now. 49.5 with that total. Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yes, you look at it and be like, wow, they're missing key guys, and you think they're not a good team, right? They're bad. But then you look at scores, and they score 26, 39, 25. I mean, that's with Dalton, that charge. I mean, week 1, it was 27. Then that Tampa game was just a cluster, right? I mean, that was a crazy game there. And Carolina, 22-14. I mean, that anytime you put up a bunch of points on Carolina, good for you. That's not a team that's really playing to move the clock, and teams kind of just play down to them. But yeah, Saints put up points. They're going to win this. Yeah, I think. I mean, if you want to do Vols first half, I understand. Get out to a big lead and then kind of coast. Sure. Dolphin at 3 is a game of the day material, but feels like a trap. Everybody's going to be on Miami. And the love for this team is, quite frankly, ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand. And I talk about the Miami team all the time. People are like, oh, this offense, look at the speed. Oh, my goodness, they're fabulous. 16 points versus Pittsburgh, 16 points versus Minnesota, 17 on Miami, 15 versus Cincinnati, 21 against Buffalo. I mean, and yes, they scored 42 at Baltimore, but they had 14 points before all hell breaks loose in the fourth quarter. So I thought that game out as an anomaly. That game, every other game, these guys score 17 points a game. And I don't want to hear it. Well, they had a backup quarterback in there, and Tua is a hit away from being on a stretcher. So just remember that. All right. He's one play away from being on the sidelines, and then you got Teddy, who I like Teddy. I like Teddy as a dog. Teddy dog water. We like him as a dog, not laying points, especially laying points on the road. Take Detroit money line. Thank me in the morning, as they say. I took Bills spread. Hope it cashes. What number did you get the Bills at? Hopefully you got that early 8, not the 12. Raiders saying 70 plus. Oh, I'm not going to go that far, but I think a high scoring game. They played a tough schedule. We've seen for most part played D and they keep winning. I mean, what team are we talking about here? I know you're not talking about Dolphins keep winning, right? Is this what you're saying? Dolphins keep winning? I mean, they play D, yes. And I know that Detroit doesn't play defense. You want to lay 3 here? Okay. Sure, everybody thought Tampa Bay was going to win too. I'm the Lions, says Eric. Yes. You took the Bills at 12. I wouldn't be worried about the Bills at 12. Green Bay's not stopping this team. This is like Tennessee all over again. This is 37-17, 37-20. I mean, Buffalo by 20 points here. Again with the Dolphins. You played it's easy to say they've wanted to play teams with defenses. You beat New England 27, and you just saw the Patriots give up 34 at home to Fields. You know, I don't know. I'm not huge on Miami. I know people are. I just look at the team and I'm just not buying it. Dolphins are experiencing Marino derangement syndrome. Seriously. I mean, Cowboy Survivor, I like it. Listen, I said this yesterday. The best thing that happened for Dallas with them laying double digits here is that the Bears won outright. They lose that game 27-6. Dallas isn't covering, and this is a dogfight, and Bears pull it out late or something. You go on Monday Night Football when everybody is watching, every one of your peers is watching, every other guy who plays football is watching. They're not taking you lightly. And then Fields comes out, it's like, yeah, we basically ran the Ravens game plan. So Dallas is going to be like, what hurt us? What can we do to stop this? I mean, they're going to be ready for that. Best thing could happen to them. And I got a Dallas under for the year. Bills either lose or win by 20. They're not losing. I'm running to back Miami. Not running. Yeah. Don't run to back Miami, Markel. What are you doing? Let's stop. So some week 9 lines up. Eagles out of the gate 9 over Houston on Thursday night. I might take the Texans there as a 10-point favorite. I mean, why not take a That line will probably go up. I'm gonna say get that now because if Philly does win, well, let's see, because I kind of like Houston here, and that's on Sunday. So if they beat Tennessee and if the Eagles roll, that'll probably keep around the same. Chargers Falcon. I got no opinion. I'm going to take the Falcons at home. Who are the Chargers we laying on the road? Dolphins. Here we go. Dolphins Bears next week. 3.5. Dolphins again. Visiting road game. Back-to-back roadies in Chicago. -3.5. I want to take the Bears there. Miami in November in Chicago. I don't know. Give me some Bear action there. Bengals 9.5 over Carolina. I will probably take Cincy there, regardless of. It's tough coming off Monday night. That line's either going to go up. Who am I kidding? Either going to go up. It's definitely going to go up. Packers 3.5 to the Lions. Wow. How the Green Bay has fallen. 3.5 points on the road. Raiders 1.5 over the Jaguars. I kind of like the Jaguars there. Patriots laying 6 to the Colts. Interesting to see where that game's going to be. Patriots big game this week. Bills 10.5 over the Jets next weekend. Vikings 2.5 over Washington. How is Vikings at 2.5? They were a 3-point favorite against Miami. You're telling me that Washington's better than Miami, even with a backup quarterback? But Washington has a backup quarterback. Cardinals 3.5 over Seattle next week. Tampa 1 over the Rams. Chiefs 10.5 over Tennessee. Take that Chiefs game now because that line's only going to go up. Andy Reid off a bye week. That'll be 13 by kickoff. And Ravens Saints on Monday night. Wouldn't trust Dallas with my money. Why wouldn't you trust Dallas? Got the best defense in the league. Vegas under, never in doubt, baby. We'll take it. 4 minutes left, empty netter. Is that what it was? A 4-minute empty netter? Oh my goodness.
4-minute empty net because there was because they were down 2.
Oh my gosh.
You got very, very lucky to hit that under.
4 minutes.
I mean, never in doubt.
I had no idea that was a 4-minute empty netter.
Yeah.
Why are you're down 2, you're going empty net with 4 minutes left in the game?
Correct. You go empty net down 1 with 2 minutes to go.
Oh my gosh.
It makes sense because you need
this is why I don't watch hockey. No more unders for me if that's what's going on with 4 minutes to go in the game. Holy cow. Yeesh. On Texans myself this weekend. Texans, I wish there was a little more at home. Because initially I was kind of leaning Tennessee, like, all right, here come the Titans. But I'm like, you know what? This line looks fishy to me. Bears maybe, but it's the Bears. That's the thing for next week, right? Bears on Miami. Rockets Jazz over to 232. Right? Give me listen, that's fine as long as the Rockets jump out to a big lead. Taking that under in Bears Miami game. It's in 2 weeks, Bears Miami. Lions money line versus Green Bay or Miami here? Team money. Which one? Which one we talking about? NHL not nice to a lot of people. Man. I see things, and listen, we all lose bets sometimes, right? I see Columbus, you're taking 240 faves. Did you not learn? Dogs win sometimes. I hope he at least had a puck line, so it's not a terrible loss for you. Now you got to win. Now you got to win 2.5 games to get even. Yeah, San Diego, the Chargers. I say San Diego all the time still, Rob. People love this team. Have they been to the playoffs yet? I know people love Herbert. I like the kid. I was like, oh, maybe, and I've said this before. I'm not going to give you the Bills or the Rams or the Tampa or KC for a Super Bowl. I said, let's go outside. I said Chargers and the Colts. Now, Colts look terrible. Matt Ryan's benched. Has more. Come on. Without their best, running back was supposed to be player of the year. Come on. I'm not a fantasy guy. This guy was supposed to be the best fantasy player this year. Colts had some issues. The San Diego love was based on a great offense and an improved defense, and you're hoping the coach don't screw it up. No, he keeps screwing it up. This is a 500 team every year. London game, another NFL rig job. Keeping it close, Ant. Keeps it close.
You know what? You know what? At least we don't have to torture the United States with another Denver Broncos game.
He's right, though. Like, all these games, they're competitive. They're blowouts early, and all of a sudden it's like you get this backdoor comes in, and it's like ridiculous. I know. I kind of like the Jags this week. Don's laughing. Sounds like Vegas steering everyone to the Vikings. Talk about that this week's Dallas game. Field could present problems. That's all. Listen. Fields had a good game. Dan Quinn has taken his Cowboy defense last year, not this year. This year's I don't take it to the atmosphere. They're really good. They're really good. I don't think he's going to present problems. They haven't had any problems on defense. When they found a problem, they'll adjust to it. Took them puck line. All right, that's not a bad loss then. That's not a bad loss. Any good NBA unders today?
I have two of them. I have the under in the Bucks game. I got it at 233.5. It's down to 231.5. I'd probably still play that one. My other one, I would not play anymore because I got under 218 in the Cleveland game. It's down to 214.
Yeah.
So
value's gone off that one. Probably even the Sixers too. 215 down to 212.
Yeah. I beat some good line movements today. I will say that. I'm happy with how today looks.
Yeah. I'm not I don't really run to NBA totals, Kim. I don't really run to NBA all that often anyway. Although I do got two in the chat here because I did one on the video and I bet the Rockets this morning. I guess he'll be all right. It's not like, I don't like just mocking somebody like you're not going to feel him. The team's been bad. And listen, I had the Pats the other day. And I said, if the Bears come out and win, hats off to them. Played a good game. Kind of like taking Dallas last week against the Lions. If the Lions somehow solve defense and can score with their best offensive players out, well, all you can do is kind of tip your cap to those kind of things. Fields you've seen the flashes of Fields, so you know it's there. But he's still young, and now you've got a really good defense. And you're off a win where everybody saw you. You don't think that's going to be like, oh, all right, we got to take this kid serious. I don't think it's not about fearing them. I think it's just it's better that these guys won for Dallas, I think, as a Cowboy fan. Under 8.5 points for Ben Simmons. I saw Incarcerated Bob was posting some quotes from like people about Ben Simmons talking about like he's the next Magic Johnson and it's, he's better than this guy. And he's like, people want to compare kids in college who play like a year in college to guys like Jordan or Magic or Kobe. Just on a whole, they're not even on the same level as today's NBA All-Stars. This guy shouldn't be playing. This guy should be in a mental hospital. They're paying this guy $25 million. He doesn't know how to shoot. Dude, send him to a home. Get him off the court. You got insurance. Ben Simmons. He's Magic Johnson without the personality was the quote. This guy couldn't carry Magic's bags to practice. Lakers Nuggets under. Lakers are terrible. Yeah. You want to go under there? I got no problem.
I'm on the over 227. It's jumped up to 229.
Really?
I'm also on the Nuggets minus the 6 because the Lakers suck.
The Lakers are bad.
I'm fading the Lakers every single day. That's going to be a full-time thing.
It is. It'll be a full-time season. They play 82 games.
And right here's gonna be the ESPN article for the game after it's over. LeBron James with a 30-point triple-double with 3 steals, 2 blocks, an amazing game as the Nuggets win 128-103.
Take the LeBron triple double every day.
Honestly, like they've got nobody else. They've got nothing. Nuggets
right.
by a lot tonight.
Why is Denver in the spotlight again? Listen, this team, people thought Denver got Russell Wilson. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. The heck we talking about here?
Broncos country, let's ride.
Now, listen, they plan these games ahead of time thinking what's going to happen for Jaguar. I mean, first of all, I don't even know why the hell they had these. I mean, they want to have it because they want to put a team over there for some ridiculous reason. But I mean, like even next week, I think they have 2 games at 4:00 next week. Next week, there's like 2 4:00 games. What the hell is that? Simmons the robot getting paid. He's not even a robot. The robot would make a shot. We get our first win tonight. Who gets first win? The Lakers? No, Russ. I always fade when I score. You think the Lakers win tonight? Yeah, Felix. Bears are 3-4. Not bad. We're gonna say, well, they shouldn't have won this game. They shouldn't have won. Well, you win. We talked about this with college football. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this blown call, backdoor, blah 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 blah. Defense, quarterback threw an interception in the end zone. Make a play. That's what it comes down to. Bears are 3-4. Shocking, possibly. See what happens. Do I take Philly's run line because they can't trust Verlander? Can't trust Verlander, huh? You can't trust Cy Young. You can't trust a guy with a 1.8 ERA.
I was about to say you can't trust the Cy Young Award winner that had one bad game in against Seattle in the first round.
How many times
you can't trust him? You sure?
I got
one bad game, a 1.88 ERA, whatever it was this year, and then shut down the Yankees. No, but no, you can't. You can't. Astros in 4.
You think 4?
I when I put my we were talking about it in game time. I put my plays in. Astros sweep 9-1. Astros in 5, 550.
I mean, I want to pull up the season numbers for Verlander.
Verlander has been phenomenal. I don't understand.
I mean, I don't trust Justin Verlander.
How do you? That just doesn't make sense. How do you? Let's pull him up.
That's what I'm doing now. I mean,
Verlander this year, a 1.75 ERA in the regular season, 18-4, and 175 innings pitched, 185 strike. Yeah, that's the guy you don't want to trust because of one bad game against Seattle, where they still won that game.
He's given up more than three runs 3 times this year.
And then, he let up 6 runs against Seattle. And then next round proceeded to allow 1 earned run on 3 hits and 6 innings, 11 strikeouts against the Yankees.
That's it. Seattle's got him twice for 6 runs. They got him back in May, and that's it. The only team that's hit him.
That's a division rival. They've seen him plenty of times.
Only team that's got him.
The Phillies haven't seen him. They didn't even see him in the Philly series when they went down to Houston.
Can't trust Verlander. I mean, listen. I might take the Phillies at plus like a 140 clip just because I think the series is going to go 5, and if they're going to win, it's going to be with Wheeler on the hill. And in a game like this where it could be 0-0, I could have a Harper or Schwarber hit a homer, and easily I could have a Bregman or a Yordi homer on the other side. To say you can't trust, I mean, Kawakis, come on, this is the kind of stuff that gets you banned from social media, saying stuff like this. The guys give it up more than. Seattle's got them twice. Other than that, no one's got more than 3 runs against them. I mean,
Verlander was the best pitcher in baseball this year.
LBJ for a 40 spot, AD 30. Where's the other scoring from? Nowhere. I don't even know if AD gets 30.
Yeah, that's awfully generous. No Lake. Why? Why are we betting the Lakers?
Dude, this guy's Markel's stoned out of his mind right now. What are you doing taking
Why? What? Out of the first 3 games, makes you think the Lakers go into Denver and beat the Nuggets.
Plus 260 Lakers, he says, T-Money. Denver soft to play no D. Russell's doing needless of stuff on playing. This guy needs to retire. Who's worse, him or Brady? I mean, what's good? How about him, Brady, and Rodgers all retire this year? What are those odds?
I don't know, but did you hear that that Wainwright's coming back next year?
Is he really? Why?
I don't know. I got the notification from is it MLB Underdog or whatever it was? I saw that. I'm like, okay, that's interesting.
Why? He just
He's what? I think he's 5 wins away from 400 wins or something like that. So he wants to try to go after it.
300 wins, not 400.
300.
400. What is he, Cy Young?
300 wins. 300 wins. Sorry.
Yeah, Verlander, 7-time face at Seattle. Exactly. I mean, I don't trust him. Has to be Jags at London's home team. NFL will make sure they win by 3. Yeah, and that was a weird line because it went 3-5 and back down. Obviously, Russ said he's going to play. Does it even make a difference if he plays? I mean, I'll take, and again, I'll lean Jags here just based on the head coach. Take a shot. Have asked for future from July. Looks pretty good. I wish I would have known Mattress Mac was giving away 2-1 on my money. I would have definitely spent like 5 times over at this place. Would have got something. Hell, worth a shot. How about an over London game? All London games have gone way over. NFL wants offense in those games. I'm not going to say no to that. They definitely want a competitive, fun game, Mike. So that's a good angle to look at. As much as I hate that kind of crap. Like, well, they're on off the script and this and that. NFL needs good games, competitive games, high scoring games. So sure. I mean, really. Seriously, Verlander. I don't trust Verlander. What kind of take is that? No, they're not, Raquel. They're not getting a win. Lakers lose again. I've been on Lakers. No shooting. Denver off bad game. I'm not a Denver fan, but I went donate 100 to books betting LeBum, Westbrook, and Mr. Unhealthy.
Yeah, I would understand if Denver went and beat Portland. I'm like, all right, whatever. They're coming back home. Denver got blown out their last game. Come on.
Probably because he's better than a lot of schmucks in the majors. Yeah. You know what, though? You're probably right. With Adam Wainwright. Oh, man. Listen, there was a time I'm like, oh, boy, he did, looked like he was kind of done, right? He looked on the road. Some starts, you're like, boy, this guy has not looked 100%. Let me pull up his numbers here for the season. Why can't I find any Philly? Where's St. Louis? Come on, St. Louis. Well, of course I can't find a St. Louis. That's just the way my life is right now as I do this. Well, let me try again. Let's see. So Tim hits us with these, 5 away from 300, which I guess is, I mean, that's just, I mean, I get it. I mean, not a bad season. But again, he's going to go, actually, he did have some decent starts here. 6, 7, 7. Couple complete games. I mean, it was just kind of like the perfect scenario with him and Pujols and Molino going out. Total going over in the Laker game.
Yes.
Well, I got the Pistons and the Rockets today. Bet the Rockets. Pistons were on the winner free pick page. So there's that. But all right, we're gonna wrap this up. Be back tomorrow with some Thursday night football coming at us. I got to start getting into college hoops. I know that. But everybody have a good Wednesday. And that's it. Hold on a second. Nothing. No comments. We're out of here. All right, everybody. Have a good one.